Hello, this is Rachel with Life After. This is a vlog where I talk about what it's like to lose my son, Isaiah, to depression, and also what it's like to deal with mental health issues myself before and after losing my son. And I'm struggling, and I haven't been 100% honest with you guys, and I need to be honest. I don't know if I can do these vlogs anymore. I feel so judged. I'm just struggling so bad. I want to help people. I want to get my message across. I want Isaiah's name to be heard and said, but not at the expense of my own sanity. I've not been sleeping well. I've not been eating well. I've been trying to do other things with my mind and my time, and I can't. I find myself wrapped back into this, missing Isaiah, trying to fill a void, fill my heart back up, trying to make sense. Just having a hard time because I feel like everybody is ready for me to move on, and I'm not ready to move on yet. I'm not ready to move forward. I still don't feel like people understand this pain. I feel a lot of times like people are moving on with their lives, and it's the hardest thing. I want to tell people that this pain is just as fresh and real as the day we lost him. I don't get better. I have good moments. And I'm at a point where I don't know if I'm punishing myself. I feel like I need to be punished. I feel like I need to be in this pain. I don't want to be in it, but I feel like I need to be in it. And I've just really been struggling a lot because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the right answer is. I want to tell you guys that I'm strong. But I've had major relapses in my mental health recovery. I haven't been okay. I've just been diverting my attention to any other thing that I can, and I've just been a very sad and angry individual. Every direction I feel inadequate. I don't feel like I'm doing any one part of my life good enough. And then I tell you guys to reach out, and I find myself crying in my bathroom day after day after day, pacing and going, no one's there. Yeah, I don't want to burden anybody. I feel like people avoid me now because they're just so tired of, I'm emotionally taxing, you know? So do I push people away because I feel like I'm a burden? Or do people really avoid me because it's hard? If I could ever give anybody advice to somebody that's lost a child, don't give up on them. You call them and you call them and you just say, thinking of you. I'm with you. How you doing today? I love you. A day later, a week later, a month later, a year later. Communication and grieving isn't a two-way street. We're lost. We are alone and we are lost and we are not capable. We are not capable of reaching out. Nothing makes sense anymore. Our life plan is gone. Everything's changed. Everything that we gave ourselves up for and put ourselves into in the
gone, gone. Can there be great memories and good things to come? Yes. But the reality of knowing that my best memory, my best day of my life has happened, that my family will never, ever be completely whole again. The infinity of never. Just let that sink in. And if you don't deal with the emotions just enough, then you have to deal with the never-ending paperwork. I'm still doing paperwork. It may seem trivial, but having to put down stupid facts about your son that are meaningless for paperwork is just so painful. Like his work experience, his pay, his taxes, birthday, things that they don't know who he is. And they never will, they'll never know who he is. I'm not ready to move on, I'm not ready to move forward. I miss him so much. I just feel so broken without him. And then, like I've told you guys before, there's so much guilt on that. It makes me feel like I'm not being a good enough mom for the girls, or a good enough wife, good enough friend. And people say, take care of you, and I don't know what that means. I just wanted someone else to take care of us. Which is a very weird, probably and selfish thing to ask for, but tired. I'm tired of hurting, I'm tired of struggling, I'm tired of waking up every single day and thinking it's gonna be different or better, and it's the same. I need change, I need drastic change, not, just like little by little. I just need something different because this pain is too intense. I understand, you guys. And I want to be strong, I want to live. I know that there's beautiful and good days. But sometimes this pain gets so heavy. We have to be able to change this. We have to break the stigma. We have to be able to talk about it. I can't sit in my bathroom and feel alone. There's no reason for me to. There are people out there that will help me. But mental health is a bitch, It really tricks you. It makes you give up hope. It makes you blind. I know I say it all the time, but I just really miss Isaiah. The infinity of never is just really hard to swallow sometimes. But for the first time since the after, I've been able to read, and so I want to say thank you, Christopher. Any bereaved parent out there, there's parts that kind of lulled on me, but there's so many parts in here. I've read this book in an hour, sitting at the park while Bella was doing soccer, so it's an easy read. And I actually bookmarked this, and it's pretty fitting. It's the neverness that is so painful. never again to be here with us, never to sit with us at the table, never to travel with us, never to laugh with us, never to cry with us, never to embrace us as he leaves for school, never to see his brothers and sisters married. All the rest of our lives we must live without him. Only our death can stop the pain of his death. A month later, a year later, 5 years later, with that I could live, but not this forever. There is nothing that can explain this pain to somebody. This pain that suicide leaves behind. The never forgiving, the never resting, the never understanding. I know that these thoughts are not beneficial to me. The guilt is not beneficial to me. But having the guilt weigh down on me in every single aspect of my life has just become so overwhelming that I just don't know how to take control of it. I know that it's not right what I'm thinking, but I can't prevent it from happening. The guilt is so strong. I just want to keep letting you guys know that you're not alone, that you need to stay strong, that I know what it's like to feel like a burden, I know what it's like to feel like you're alone, and truly believe it. I know what it's like to reach out to people and not have them be there. I know what it's like to feel abandoned. I know what it's like. But we can do this. I believe we can do this. Just having a moment of weakness. Human. You just get to a point where he just needs some sort of drastic change. And although our family is transitioning, it's not the change that I'm looking for. So I think I may be in a moment of just disappointment again because I desperately seek some sort of comfort and change in our lives for the better. And I know that there are positive changes and that a lot of times I look at the negative things, but the negative things are so heavy sometimes. It's hard to not feel anything else or see anything else. I just wanted to be honest. I don't know. I don't know if I can keep making these videos anymore. I want to be a mental health advocate. But I need to make sure that I'm taking care of myself too. And if I'm feeling this alone and this hurt right now, then I need to reevaluate what I'm doing with my life. The foundation is still a go. So yeah. All right. As you can see, it's really important to be the light for others and to reach out for others. So if you can, please be the light for others. We need it. We need it. Some days we're doing good, and some days we need to see that light. And if you can't do it, if you're having a day where you can't be that light for somebody else, be honest about that be honest. Something I struggle with. But just keep that pilot light going for yourself. You do have worth and you do matter. All right.